The Farmer of Liddesdale. The farmer lost more than anyone counted. His wife gone, his children as well, and then the ploughman quit him. The house settled into quiet, every room expectant, holding a hush that never quite resolved, as if waiting for a door to open that stayed closed. Outside, the markets had finished. No chance to hire, no men left to find. He watched neighbors begin, their fields unfurling under practiced hands in tidy rows. His own plow remained at the edge, inert, the work line unbreached. He stood, hands empty, the farm stripped of every helper. No answer formed. His mind returned again to the list. Every option exhausted, nothing shifted. Spring advanced regardless. His patience wore thin, tension drawing him taut at the edges. At last, anger cleaved through, an instrument rather than relief. He fixed his resolve. The next man passing the gate would be hired, whoever it turned out to be. There was a knock, too sure and too sudden. The visitor waited on the threshold, boots dark with earth, shirt cuffs blunt at the wrist. The farmer, unhurried, stepped into the doorway, pausing where shadow reached the mat. He considered the distance, marked the stranger's stance. "Where are you coming from?" he asked. "What do you want here?" The man didn't look away. "I'm a ploughman. I'm looking for work," he said, his voice rough, like he'd spent the morning speaking into wind. The answer landed without hesitation, measured but unsoftened. "I need plowing done," the farmer said, weighing his answer. "We'll speak about wages. What's your price? From now until the grain's brought home." The terms hung, exact, leaving space for agreement. The ploughman's mouth barely moved. "Only what corn, dry and finished, I can carry on my back at harvest. No more, no less." Each word measured, no surplus. "That will do," the farmer replied. The bargain struck, terms fixed, the unspoken left untroubled in the space between. The farmer moved in the thin morning light, the ploughman beside him, both silent. At the far edge of the fields, the farmer pointed, traces on the earth without touch, marking spaces to be plowed. The ploughman watched, tracking each gesture, then, before turning back, slipped into the edge of the wood. The brittle snap of sticks. He returned, holding 3 rough stakes. Without a word, he pressed one into the ground at the head of each field, deliberate, ordered. "All 3 set," he said. "I'll manage the work alone from here. You needn't think about the plowing anymore." The ploughman walked away. He did not return to the fields, but went indoors, pausing in the doorway. From the farmer's view, he spent the day motionless. By morning, the fields still stood marked, untouched. The ploughman remained idle. Time stalled. The routine broke. After enough of this, the farmer approached him. "It's time for you to start. Spring's passing. The neighbors are nearly done." The ploughman shrugged. "Our land isn't ready yet." "How do you know that?" He looked away, not meeting the farmer's eyes. "The stakes tell me." A quiet pressure hung in the space between unfinished fields and waiting men. The farmer's confusion stayed with him. No answer came. The ploughman's delay was one thing, but his certainty fastened the farmer's thoughts. That night, he watched the ploughman, determined not to look away again. The farmer moves quietly through the kitchen, early, windows fogged from the night before. Outside, the ploughman, a solitary shape, crosses toward the first field. He arrives at the boundary, pulls a stake from the wet earth, holds it close, inhales. A short sideways shake of his head follows. The stake is set back, and he walks on, feet sinking, disappearing toward the next field. Each stake is examined, each replaced, each one wrong. Once finished, the ploughman gives nothing away, returns to the house, and settles into the hush that fills the empty farmhouse corridors. Nothing stirs but the dusk pressing in. The ploughman returns to the fields, thick with shadow, kneeling by each stake. His hands move with exact care. One by one he tests them, face near the ground, a silent, decisive shake after each. The stakes are reinserted quietly. The house receives him, doors soundless as he passes through. The morning sky blurs above. The ploughman moves through damp grass, dark stains blooming on his boots. At the first stake, he repeats the method, uproot, breathe in, failure squeezing behind his eyes. But this time he recoils, hurls the stake away, its arc slicing air. He runs, shoulders tight, breath harsh, toward the stable. He pulls out the horses, the withes, the plow, breaking their stillness, driving them into work. At field's edge, the plow bites soil, forcing the day onward. He shouts, voice rough, almost breaking, "My horses and my leather traces and mettlesome lads, the earth is coming up." Soil lifts, stripped and clean. He works, rhythm broken and insistent, until the light ebbs. The land scraped bare, its shape certain. By evening, the farmer lingers at the field's edge, watching the newly turned furrows extend unbroken. The evidence of completion is plain. Work done as swiftly as his neighbors. The fields returned, the waiting done. The plowman moved when told, each task handled with exact, measured speed. Nothing passed between him and the farmer but unvoiced routines, agreements fixed into motion, left unexamined, until harvest rose. A silent fact, waiting, heavy. With the final reaping done, the farmer decided, by his own hand, the corn was ready. The plowman separated a few sheaves, slow, and said, thin-voiced, "Not yet." Sun edged higher, stilled field, restless. Only after that pause did the plowman speak, voice quiet, declaring time at last. "If it is," said the farmer, "we'd better begin. No reason to wait." "We won't, not before I take my share." No dispute, only the line drawn. The plowman went to the trees, left just long enough for dust to gather, then returned with something tangled, twisted, coiled tight in his fist. He knelt at the boundary, stretched the withe clean along the parted earth, and began, sheaf after sheaf, steady, calculated. The pile rose oddly against sense, bundles subsumed within the cord, the farmer standing there as the field steadily emptied. The farmer, voice flat, asked what it was meant to be. The plowman shut the withe, voice measured. "You promised me all I could carry in one burden withe, and this is it." He glimpsed his ruin in the plowman's shape, grain shadows thickening behind a man whose labor pressed at the threshold of all things sown. With a splintered voice unspooling, brittle at the edges, he intoned, "Mart cradled my seed, Mart baked my bread, Mart turned the harrow close. O you, lamplighter of Marts, let not my season wither beneath a single withe's yoke." The withe snapped. A sharp crack, sudden as bone, split the air. Violence rushed out, its call carried among stones. Each rock, slick or scorched, took up the sequence, returning the report one after another until the marrow of the hills trembled with release. Corn fanned across the desecrated earth. A bitter gold smeared over furrows, crowding where root should have clung to quiet. Each stalk held in the hush, left behind the vanished threat. The plowman dissolved, drawn into opaline mist, pale hands receding into vapor against the certainty of the sky, erased from all tally. He did not return.